In the middle of nowhere. These are the Estrella Mountains, and I am gonna attempt Quartz Peak. The road gets sandy and rough, and so I stopped here in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna have I think about 7 miles each way, to the 7 miles to walk till I hit the trailhead, on just easy roads like this. It's in the 40s. It's sort of chilly, but the sun, you can see the sun is peeking out. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. So this should be fun. But somewhere, I don't even know which one, maybe that thimble looking one up there is Quartz Peak. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Maybe it's more over there. Decided to leave the road and just beeline it for the direction. I just have a bearing just to get to the trailhead, so it'll hopefully cut off maybe one of those 7 miles. Probably gone, I don't know, close to 3 miles. So we're getting there. I think Quartz Peak is over there, but I'm still not sure. Maybe I don't know which one it is. I'll definitely be able to tell you when we get to the trailhead, I think. But yeah, just randomly walking cross country, sort of angling towards the direction of the trailhead. This reminds me of my Newman Peak experience, I guess 3 weeks ago now, almost 3 weeks ago now, where I was just cutting cross country on terrain very similar to this. So, not much going on out here. Alright, so I'm on the last stretch of road. I think that white that you see up there, I think that is Quartz Peak. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right place because it's on my head. That white, like, thimble looking thing. So I think I'm only like a half mile from the trailhead, maybe 3/4 of a mile. And then I think we just go up this sort of rib, up 2,400 feet. When we get to the trailhead, it'll be 2.8 miles to the top and 2,400 foot of gain. So for me, to and from the car, this is gonna end up being in the 18 to 20 mile range. But this has been mostly flat walking, obviously, for these 6 or 7 miles to and from the trailhead. So, you know, maybe it's 100 foot or 200 foot gain over that distance, but not a lot. So we're looking at under 3,000 foot gain for the whole thing, I would say, for sure. Anyway, getting close. At least it's warming up now with the sun. If anything, it's sort of warm. All right, we are at the Quartz Peak trailhead. There are 9 cars here, and we may have lost sight of it. I'm not sure, but headed up. It's well, the official trail miles doesn't actually go to the summit. You got to scramble up the last, I don't know, 50 feet, I think. But yeah, this will be almost 3 miles up. We've already gone 6.5, so show you the way up. So the first 1/4 mile or so was relatively flat, but now it looks like we're gonna start to go up this slope here, and it should be up pretty much the whole way at you know, not maybe 900 feet a mile or something, give or take. Beautiful day. I've been under the weather. This is my first form of physical activity since my race 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago. So I was in Chicago and then Las Vegas, and was sick this week in Las Vegas. Finally starting to feel better. Still have a little bit of a cough, but good enough to hike. So I've gotten way out of shape in the last 2 weeks. So it's good to get back out there. Headed up. Come about 600 feet up, you can see the parking lot and the cars down there. You know, pretty steep, but nothing too bad. Definitely, you know, rocky, but it's steppy. Very easy trail to follow, which I think it should be the whole way up. I meant to mention the registry said there's a group of 13 and a group of 10 in front of me on this mountain, so that's going to be annoying if there are 23 plus people on the summit for sure. So hopefully they've already summited and are on the way down, or I passed them on the way up, but I'm guessing with that large of a group they probably camped here and started super early. So anyway, headed up 600-700 feet up, still 1,700 feet to go. I think we're a little over halfway up. Just coming up this rib, just past our first couple people. I see someone else in a white shirt up there, so we're making it up. We probably have at least 1,000 feet left, probably a little more, say 1,100. This trail's been very easy. It's not too steep. I don't know, some people talk about this trail like it's so steep. It's not as steep as Camelback. You get these respites where you're just like sort of flat walking, and you have some rocky steps, but honestly it's pretty tame. So pushing our way up, at least 1,000 feet left to the summit of Quartz Peak. Beautiful day. So there's your summit, I believe, Quartz Peak. So still have to traverse, and then obviously still have to gain, I don't know, 800 feet or something to the summit. I just had a nice 200 or 300 foot push. So waiting for my friend. There's someone right in front of me who I should catch pretty swiftly here, depending on her pace. So I'm gonna wait for her here, and then we'll keep pushing. There's our summit up there. It's starting to get a little windy up here, and I still think there are a ton of people up there, which is going to be unfortunate. I actually see them up top. That's going to be annoying. Oh well. But yeah, I still got, I don't know, 600 feet to climb maybe. Just cutting over here on this rib. But there's your summit of Quartz Peak. Alright, so we're on the home stretch here, probably the last couple hundred feet. There's a ton of people on this summit. Look at it. It's a mess. Get the hell off. They've been sitting up there forever. So, anyway, just trying to figure out the best way to get up here. Looks to wrap around this side, but we're, as you can see, there's our little white quartz summit block right here, and we are just about there. So I think my friend will be fine. I'll just show you the rest of the way up. Yeah, it's only be a couple minutes. Only taking a couple sips of water. It's been a little over 9 miles. It's starting to get a little warm. Question is, does it want us to go this way? Let's go this way. Let's climb. That's probably completely wrong. It probably wanted me to wrap. Oh well. We are going up this way instead. No, I think this is the wrong way. Good job, Kevin. Going off trail. Gotta watch out for all these cacti. There was definitely probably a trail that wrapped around. That's okay. We're used to this type of terrain. Up to the Quartz. Question is, how do we get up? Not really sure. We're gonna go on the left side here. No idea if this is the intended path up or not. But it looks feasible enough to me. It's definitely steep up here. Look at these rocks. So cool. I'm gonna say I go this way. Don't know though. I don't know for sure. Now let's try to wrap around right here. Yeah, this looks easy enough. See how these holds are. Oh yeah, bomber holds for sure. Let's step down this way and do it the safe way.
¡Ahí viene Melissa!
Yo dije que estaba saludando hace rato que venía.
What the hell is going on? On the summit of Quartz Peak with the Phoenix Zoo. All right.
Are we the animals or the guests?
The guest.
I wouldn't mind
Yeah. Look at the view of downtown Phoenix out there. On the way down now, we're probably almost halfway down. Not halfway yet, but the trail's starting to smooth out. We're done the rocky part. I do want to point out that the way I went up is not the standard way up. There actually was a path that I went down that wrapped around as you're facing the top. It wrapped around to the right hand side. It was an easy class 2 path, so you did not have to do that sort of class 4, class 3, class 4 maneuvers that I did to get up to the summit. That is not necessary, but it added a little fun to it because otherwise it was an easy walk up. So you can see a lot of people there. Almost back to the actual trailhead, but then we'll have like, you know, 7 miles left after that. Maybe 6. I think I'm gonna try to catch a ride with these people. We'll see if it works. You can't see the peak anymore. I see the car. This has been about almost 18 miles, 17 and a half miles maybe. It's warm out here. It's not the most fun last 6 miles or so, but hopefully the car is intact and works. We can get out of here. But there's Quartz Peak up there, if you see it, with the white top. Looks a little far away right now, but good to get done. I will not be coming back to do this again, even if I were to get all the way to the trailhead. It's just not that cool of a hike for that long of a drive. So anyway, and it was crowded, and there were quite some interesting folk. We asked 3 people for a ride back from the trailhead. They lied. They said their car wasn't at the trailhead, and then we watched them get in it, and then I asked, they were separated. We didn't realize it was the same group. And I asked the guy, I was like, hey, we're like 6-7 miles away down the dirt road. Can we hop in the back of your truck? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know? He was like, no. Like, so I don't get it. They were incredibly out of shape. I don't think they summited. So can't wait for the day when they're out here and they need a ride and someone doesn't give it to them, and it causes issues for them. So way to be friendly, guys.